and welcome back. If you're new, my name's Liv. Just want to say thank you so much to anyone that subscribed in the last couple of weeks. James behind the camera and I are having so much fun making these. So today we're making a recipe that's a perfect thing to bring if you're going to a dinner party or you're going to a picnic and someone has asked you to bring something. It's vegetarian, it's got halloumi cheese in it, but you could easily leave that out and make this vegan. It's really filling, it's really flavorful. It's a pumpkin, beet, quinoa, halloumi salad. And it might not sound like much, but it really is a full meal. Everyone that I've ever made this for absolutely loves it. So if you're interested to see how we make it, just keep watching. So we'll start by cutting up our pumpkin. We want about a cup's worth, and we want these pieces to be around 1-inch chunks, leaving the skin on and leaving the seeds in. Line our baking dish with baking paper. We'll go straight in with our pumpkin. We'll give our beetroots a little rinse. And we'll remove the fibrous stalk from the top and these little dangly bits from the base. So we're going to cut these into about 1 centimeter wedges. And we'll drizzle our pumpkin with about a tablespoon of olive oil and go in with a teaspoon of paprika. Give it all a mix, make sure it's nicely spread out. We'll pop it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Next, we'll just roughly chop about a 1/4 cup worth of pistachio nuts and just set them aside for later on. Now going in with our halloumi cheese, so we're just going to slice this at about 5mm pieces. We'll set those aside. Now we're just going to rinse 1/2 cup of quinoa. Now we've taken our roasting tray out of the oven, we're just going to add our beetroot and pop that back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you should end up with something like this. So beautifully golden, the beets have a little bit of colour. Now we'll add our quinoa to a saucepan with a cup of water, and to a non-stick frying pan we'll add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're just going to fry our halloumi on each side until they're golden brown. Now we'll give our quinoa a mix while it's cooking with the lid off. Into a bowl we'll add a cup of salad leaves, and we'll remove some of the stalks that are looking not so hot. Time to make our dressing. So we're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Let a really generous pinch of flaky salt here. We'll add 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard and 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. Now we'll squeeze in the juice from about 1/2 lemon just to adjust the acidity. Now we'll rinse about 1/3 cup of mint leaves. And we'll just take the leaves off the stalk and give them just a rough chop. Give the quinoa a taste to make sure it's cooked. And we'll set it aside to let it cool a little bit before we add it to the salad leaves. So you can serve this salad warm or cold. And we'll go in with our roast veggies. And we'll add our chopped mint leaves. And we'll add about half of our dressing at this point. Break our halloumi up into little bite-sized pieces. Add that to the mix. Go in with our pistachio nuts. And we've ripped up about 2 sprigs of dill. Added that to the top, and then we're going in with the rest of our dressing. Alright, let's give this a try. Halloumi. A bit of everything. Cheers. It's really, really easy to make, but it's got really complex flavors. You've got the beetroot, which is quite earthy, as well as the salad leaves, and then you've got the salty halloumi. It's just so good. And the sweet pumpkin, and a little bit of sweetness from the maple syrup that we put in the dressing on top. Thank you again so much for watching. If you do make this and you do like it, please let us know how you found it, and can you please subscribe to the channel? It really does help us out. Give the video a thumbs up, do all that stuff. See you next time.